they tell us that they will kill me. They're gonna show they will rape me. After raping me, I'll become a girl. I'll become a straight girl.
I was stabbed in a gay bar by a straight man who was just approaching me. Then he stabbed me at the back, and I've had so many stitches here. I'm still left with the scars.
They took me out of a taxi while I was going home, and they bashed me. They beat me up like nobody's business. The leader decided to call my then girlfriend, told her that, you know what, we found you and we're gonna teach her a lesson, da da da. And my ex-girlfriend, I could hear her on the other side saying, no, CD is not my girlfriend, I'm not involved with CD, trying to protect me, you know. And when I heard that, I just felt some sense of relief, and I thought literally they're just going to let me go, but unfortunately they didn't.
Yeah, I think that they become lesbian because of the failure of their relationship that they have. So now they turn now to this new, I don't know if it's the new thing or what, of being a lesbian.
If there is someone who is trying to rape those lesbians, me, I can appreciate the thing, that is child. Because we just to let them know they must be in a straight motion of way. I mean, I have no time to rape them, but if there is some of the other guys who wanted to teach them the way, they must rape them, they must rock them. Once she gets raped with the guy, I think she wanna know a way and to do something which is nice.
They looked for this dirty, ugly old man who was stinking rotten, and they made me. And I couldn't swallow my saliva. I just felt like throwing up. So they poured beer on me, they poured everything. So I was bloody, I was stinking, I was just a mess.
Also, my children were raped at the age of 13 years. Both they were teens, and I lost one last year because whatever happens to them, those boys, they tell them, we wanted to show you that you don't have to be like your mom. You're supposed to know that you're supposed to be involved with a man.
After being raped, when they try to go and report, they'll want evidence. I mean, when you are raped, you've got a whole lot of evidence in your body. But still, they'll get that evidence, but they won't follow the case. Then you'll see that person who has raped you walking freely in the streets.
I don't like them. I don't appreciate this child. I have no time. I have nothing to explain about them because it irritates me, it pains me, it hurts me a lot.
Those people, we must stay away from them. They are not the normal people like we, because we only know that if I'm a guy, I must propose a girl. So if they are the lesbian, they must... In fact, no lesbian naturally.
No, my idea is to say, let's turn their minds to be normal, because right now they are being inhuman.
My grandmother, she was about 87 at that time. I looked at the house and everything was messed up. They went there in my grandmother's house. They pointed guns at my grandmother. They had 9mm, they had AK-47, and they messed up my grandmother's kitchen. And my grandmother just looked at me and she said to me, "What happened, my daughter?" And that's when I felt like crying.
Somehow I blame myself, but at the end of the day, I've said no one is going to change me. And no one has the right to hurt my children. No one has the right to hurt me, but they make me to be strong. It's not for the first time, but it has to stop.
safe in her mother's arms. The only problem is she's a girl. And for hundreds of years in Somalia, they've been subjected to female genital mutilation. That's exactly what happened to 30-year-old Azli Ahmed.
What could I do as a child? The adults made the decision for me. Whether you get to Sunnah or type 3 FGM, it was not your choice.
A similar tale from 17-year-old Ifra Abdullah. She was only 8 when most of her external genitalia were removed.
I was at home in great pain and bedridden for several days due to the stitches. My legs were tied together to ensure I don't move, so the stitches would stay in place. I was unable to pass urine normally. When I was 14 and I started menstruating, it was a very difficult experience and painful.
Malaysia used to be a well-known female circumciser in the Cheha district in Ethiopia. She works in this small workshop over 8 hours every day. And even though making pots is tiresome and less profitable, she still prefers it to her previous occupation as a circumciser.
My life was terrible then. The moment I closed my eyes, I dreamed of girls screaming. I won't do it again.